Alright, first off, yes, I know my computer's in a bit of a different angle. It's still basically the same background, though. I kind of had it moved a little bit while grabbing stuff from behind it, so, yeah. Anyways, if you were watching my criticizing Garcata's review of the Beast Boy versus his review of the Wolf Children, you would know that I was over at my cousin's house last weekend. And since it's no longer, well, it's still the weekend, but since I'm finally back home, I've got some stuff to talk about. First off, he let me borrow this game. I'm not going to be playing it on the channel because I am borrowing it. If I ever do play this on a channel, it's because I actually own the game. But it's definitely a game on my want list for sure, which is why I'm borrowing it, because I want to play it. Anyways, I don't know. I've heard the Tales of games are pretty good, so yeah, I've been really wanting to get into those. Anyways, so yeah, while I was there, he was going to... Okay, here's a little bit of a story here. So, if you guys follow my channel, like, really far back, you'll know that I have a Super Nintendo, and I grew up with the Super Nintendo. Like, my grandparents had a Super Nintendo, and that I had been searching for the Super Nintendo for the longest time. Well, they finally found it. Well, I wasn't there. And who got it? Another person who's there even less than I am, which is the cousin who I stayed the night over at his house. He got all their games and their Super Nintendo system because they're not going to play it. They've already upgraded to having 2 or 3 different PS3s in the house. They have a PS4, and it's very rare, but sometimes they have 2 Xbox 360s. It depends on who's really there, because my uncle likes to leave his game systems there every once in a while when he's staying, I guess. I don't know. Who goes to the effort of unhooking their game system from probably billions of cords from behind their TV just to bring it over every weekend or whatever to somebody else's house? I don't know. And wow, this doesn't look as real as it plays. Huh. I never noticed that. But either way, but amongst one of those games is a game that I've been wanting to play on this channel and for myself for quite some time, which was Robotrek. Now, this whole story that I'm about to tell you guys is entirely my fault. Kinda. Let's just say my cousin is a prick. He was going to give me Robotrek, but as soon as he handed it to me, and by the way, he does have another Super Nintendo, apparently. It's really going yellow. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. He says he can't get either Super Nintendos to turn on. I do know what's wrong with the one he got from Grandma and Grandpa. Most likely water damage. Their basement floods often. And that's where, apparently, it was found, was in their basement. Not that I hadn't checked their basement plenty of times before, but I must have not looked in the area where it was, because I was looking in these tubs and everything. Things that normally wouldn't get water, but in them. But I guess the Super Nintendo most likely has water damage. I don't know what's going on with it. It's definitely not yellowed, but it does look really bad. Like, it has to be water damage. The other one is just yellowing. It doesn't turn on. He's determined to get one of them to turn on. I don't think he's going to get either to turn on. He needs to get the other one to a repairman to figure out what's up with that. And once he does, he'll probably need to actually switch the casing, because it's actually more yellow than mine over there. And if you guys see that, mine's just barely passable as a okay system. And I keep it out of the light, obviously. I had to get pretty in there to show you guys that. So it's okay for me, but for him, his room is definitely in the light. His systems are only going to further yellow. But either way, off of that tangent, so Robotrek. he was going to hand me the game. And as soon as he hands the game to me, well, not as soon as, he gives me the game, and I sat down because I'm there to spend the night anyways, right? So I sat down so that way I don't have it on my hands the whole time. And he asks me, why were you having such trouble finding that game in the first place? So I told him, it's a rare game. It's hard to find. If you go to disc traders, they get it so rarely that when they do have it, it's freaking $60. As soon as he hears that, something snaps in his brain. He's like, I'm going to have to check this price on Amazon. I'm like, don't even bother. It's like 100 something. He's like, you serious? Okay, I'm taking this game. Here, you can have these games instead. So, yeah, now I've got a huge chunk of his library. And a lot of these did come from my grandparents, so... two of them, actually. Three of them came from... Yeah, three of them came from his own personal library. Two of them came from my grandparents' library. At least I think this one was my grandparents. My grandparents did have this game, but I'm not sure. This one looks like a repro now that I'm looking at it. I'm looking at some of these other cartridges, just seeing if this really is a repro or not. Okay, well, the one that I'm looking at right now is this one right here, which is Super Mario Kart. Yep. Show you guys the back here in case you are looking to see if it's a repro with me. And down here, I'm not going to open it, unfortunately, but the biggest thing that's bothering me is this right here. Because with the rest of the games, I'm just going to hide the label for now, since I'm going to show it next anyways. Yeah, you can... That's basically how the rest look, is how that one looks right there. It's a giant dent, not a little indent there, so I don't know what's up with that. But, yeah, Super Mario Kart, Frogger, Super Mario All-Stars, Clue, and this one because we started talking a little bit more about video game collecting and all that, and I was like, you do realize older games in their box tend to go for a lot more, but this isn't in its box. It's in a VHS case thing because it was a rental, apparently, when it was bought. Like, it was bought from a rental store kind of thing. Aladdin. Let me show you the inside of this thing. Okay. So, yeah, you gotta open it like that. The game is right there. Let me get a close-up here onto what tips me off to the fact that this was definitely at a, yeah, Meyer Video Center. I'm not sure if you can see the text or not. But once I take the game out, there is this plastic here, and that, it's kind of glued in, but it comes out as well. See, definitely a VHS case. You gotta slide that in. It just kind of sticks in. So, somebody went to the trouble of definitely trying to keep this in a safer case than the original case would have been. So, definitely not the original box, but definitely the original box art. I mean, that's a pretty common thing for Meyer Video Center to do. Oh my gosh! Look at this. On the back it even says, please return to Video Myers. Oh my gosh, how did I not notice that? But yeah, I almost didn't end up with that because I mentioned that video games in the box actually go for a lot more than video games like this right here where they're not in the box. And if they're rare games, that price tends to leap up quite a bit. And if the box is in perfect condition, even more so. So, yeah. You can imagine I had to literally investigate this box just to tell him, dude, this isn't the right box. I mean, I didn't do too much investigation, obviously. I mean, it's clearly a VHS tape box. But, yeah. So, he's not exactly an insufferable prick, but he's a prick. He's not the worst kind of prick, but he's a prick. Because if you look at the price of all this, again, in a VHS case, not even a real case, but it does have the box, so I guess it is a little bit more expensive than it normally would be. Doesn't go for too much. I'd say in box, probably about 20 something. This game, due to its lesser to be known a game for the Super Nintendo, this I would say goes for around 10. Common, but cool. Probably somewhere around 7 to 8. Common, probably somewhere between 2 and 5. And then this one I know for sure is $5 because of its commonality. I've actually seen this around, looked at the price. It is $5. Add all that up, it doesn't come anywhere near the $140 that robotrek costs, even without the box. So, yeah, I'm a little pissed about that. He's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm keeping robotrek to sell it, but in exchange, you can have as many games out of this box as you like. And there wasn't even that many games. So, well, he had 2 copies of Super Mario World. As if I didn't already have one. Who has a Super Nintendo without Super Mario World? I don't know. But I guess that's the end of my ranting, I guess. And I guess it's the end of my vlog as well, even though it's not really an update. Though I guess it kind of is, because this is also a follow-up as to why I'm so late, I guess. Which, by the way, I'm scared that I might end up having 3 videos up on Monday instead of 2 on Sunday, which would be today right now, due to the fact that I was just a lazy ass. I was just lazy myself today. I spent all day sleeping, basically. So getting to the videos, making the videos was half the challenge. And right now, I'm about to go through... now I've made the last Smash video and this video. I'm about to go through... Well, first I'll take a break, but I'm going to go through my whole schedule and get that done. So, yeah. Once I'm done getting my schedule out and finished, then I will start uploading these. So hopefully I've only got 2 videos up as of the day that this comes out onto YouTube, published. Oh gosh, man, I'm terrible. Okay, if you like that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Holy crap. The angle of my camera made that look weird. Yeah. I gotta like point away from my camera to... I hate this angle. I'm not even actually at my, in front of my computer. I'm beside it, kinda. Okay, and now this video is gonna be really shaky. Brilliant. Excuse me. I'm gonna hit the stop record button now.